Dan Marino, definitely one of the greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen. One of the quickest releases, one of the first really great, I mean, he was a great passing quarterback out of Pitt. Drafted to the Miami Dolphins in '83. Just amazing passing numbers. But I think that for Don Shula in the Miami Dolphins, even with all that greatness, Dan Marino might have hurt them a little bit. Hurt him a lot, actually. See, because if you look back at Don Shula's career in the 70s, his teams were built around strong running games and strong defenses. He was able to get to the Super Bowl 3 times in the 70s. He also experienced a lot of success before he went to the Dolphins with the Baltimore Colts, winning a championship with them, a world championship, beating the Cleveland Browns. He went to 3 Super Bowls in the 70s, and he won 2, and he lost 1. Okay, and all those teams were built with strong running games and defenses. He also continued to go to take the Miami Dolphins to the playoffs the rest of the 70s. Okay, getting very close a lot of times. Okay, he returned to the Super Bowl again in 1982, and they lost to the Redskins in the Super Bowl. From my reading, they had a really good defense that year called the Killer Bees. Okay, and they were built around a running game. Let me tell you some of the quarterbacks that Don Shula went to the Super Bowl with. The one you probably heard the most was Bob Greasy. Okay, Earl Morrall and David Woodley. Guys that didn't pass for over 1,500 to 2,000 yards during those seasons when they went to the Super Bowls. Okay, Dan Marino, then they get Dan Marino, and he becomes a starter halfway through like 83, all the way until he plays 17 seasons, I believe, to 99. Passed for over 3,000 yards 13 times in his career. Hit 5,000 yards in his career. Passes for over 60,000 yards. But with all those stats, Don Shula was able to get to Super Bowl 1 time with Dan Marino. And one of the reasons why I believe he was not able to get back there consistently with Dan Marino, because Dan Marino meant that he had to change his philosophy of how to win football games. In the 70s, Don Shula was about building a good running game and a great defense. And he had quarterbacks that complemented those things. His game plan was not to win with the quarterback in the 70s. Once and obviously he was still doing that in the early 80s because David Woodley did not have a lot of yards. I believe he passed for maybe 1,200 yards that season. Okay, in 82. Once he got Dan Marino, they went to kind of a passing offense, passing all over the yard. They weren't really running the ball really good anymore. They weren't playing great defense. And the surprising thing is that the teams that were winning the Super Bowl in the mid-80s were teams that ran the ball and played great defense. The NFC East was dominating, and they ran the ball and they played great defense. So that still was the formula, even in the mid-80s through the 90s. Run and stop the run. Drafting Dan Marino hurt Don Shula's philosophy, therefore hurt the Miami Dolphins because they could not get back to the Super Bowl with Dan Marino just as a passer. That's my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me if you think this is right or not. Dan Marino, although one of the greats, passers we've seen all the time, might have hurt Miami Dolphins because they changed their philosophy when they drafted him to becoming an all-passing team. And they lost their way of winning, which was running the ball, Don Shula's way, which is running the ball and playing great defense. Hope you liked the video. Tell me what you think. Peace.